A very good morning, dear students. I wish you all are safe. So, before exams, we have already completed our module number 1, and today we are going to start our new module, module number 2, company accounts. And I am going to discuss the very first chapter of your module 2, that is accounting for share capital. Now, because this book belongs to company accounts, so firstly I would like to tell you some important things about a company. So, let's get started. So our very first point is a company is an artificial person existing in the eyes of law and distinct from its member. See students, company is an artificial person. Means now you will know that if I talk about ABC Limited, now this is not any person, but this is the artificial person who is already existing in the eyes of law. Now see, Jio company, you all know that. Now actually, who is the owner of Jio company? That is Mukesh Ambani. Now, if anybody wants to file a case against Jio company, then the case will be filed on Jio company, not on Mukesh Ambani. Why? Because both the persons, the owner means the person who are running the company and the company, both are separate, both are different in the eyes of law. Right? So company is an artificial person. Means it is a person who is not actually existing, but in the eyes of law it is a separate person who is existing, and that is totally different from the persons who are running it. The persons who handle the company, those are called members, right? Members or shareholders, you can say that, right? So the next point is it has share capital divided into shares, the owners of which are known as shareholders. Means the capital which is divided into shares, that is called the persons who actually buy these shares or took these shares, they are called shareholders. They are also called the owners of the company, right? Now, insolvency of or death of a member has no effect on the life of a company. See student, the company has perpetual succession. Perpetual succession means if anybody is coming in the business or anybody is going out the business, then the company has nothing to do with. Company will go forever, right? So the death or the life of a person doesn't affect the working of the company. Okay. So now our next topic is types of company. So firstly, there were two companies only, private and public company, but after the amendment of Companies Act 2013, it has introduced a new company, that is one person company, that is also called OPC. Means now one person can have a company, but there are some restrictions, like its paid up capital will not be more than 50 lakhs, its turnover will not be for a year more than 2 crores. So there are some restrictions for one man company, right? Now the main thing that we have to discuss is private company and public company. See students, for this let's have a look at the table. So for public company, the minimum member must be 7. Means in order to start a public company, there must be 7 members at least, right? The next is private company. For private company, there must be 2 members. Okay. Then directors. Then a public company must have 3 directors, and a private company must have minimum 2 directors. Right. Then maximum number, it has no limit. There may be number of members, it doesn't matter for in case of public company, but in case of private company, the number must not exceed 200. Okay. Then minimum paid up capital, in order to start a public company, there must be 5 lakh of capital, that is called authorized capital, and for private company it must have 1 lakh of authorized capital in order to start it, right? Moreover, I'll just tell you what is the meaning of private company. Private company is a company which is like where government have no interference, like okay. So means इसमें government का कोई भी interference नहीं होता. So this is a private company. Private at the last of private name of private company, a word is used, that is private limited, right? So there must be private limited in order to if it is a private company, then they have to use word private Limited, PVT Limited, they can write in a shorter form, right? So private company is a company which is not having any interference of government, right? There are some restrictions. Private company cannot offer its share to the public. It cannot transfer its shares very easily. So there are some restrictions. Now, if I talk about the public company, then there are some benefits given to public company as compared to private limited company. That is, it has full authorization to issue its shares to public. It can easily transfer its shares to any person, right? So moreover, it has the fully interference of government. Well, these work, the private companies are under government's interference, right? So these are some features of private as well as public company. Now there are two important names also in company accounts that there is a full treatment of that. One is promoter and one is underwriter. So promoters are those persons, they are not the promoters who who makes advertisement for the company. They are the persons who actually give the idea in order to start any company. So promoters are the persons who give the ideas, right, policies, strategies in order to start a company. They are given some incentive, they are given some benefits, like they can be hired for salary, they can be given shares in place of money, right? So they are the promoters. Now underwriters are those persons who took guarantee to take the shares if the shares are not subscribed by the public, right? You all know that share capital, basically what company does, it issues its shares to public for subscription in order to have arrange funds from the public, right? Now if the shares are not been subscribed by the persons, by the public, then underwriters took the guarantee to take those shares. For that they are given some benefit that is called underwriting commission. So that commission is given to the underwriters. So there is a full treatment of that we will discuss when we will just discuss that when shares are issued for consideration other than cash. So they will be covered under that topic. So in my next video, we will discuss the types of capital and some practical aspects of chapter number 1, that is accounting for share capital. So please revise it. Thank you so much.